I think we should file the largest class action lawsuit in world history because of the economic harm that this Supreme Court legal ruling and shutting down of TikTok would cause to over 7 million small businesses. This is not even about TikTok. This would destroy 7 million plus American businesses, just as sure as if the government demolished 7 million American brick and mortar stores. This is serious, and I think it should be an approximately $1 trillion class action lawsuit, the biggest by number and amount in world history. The Supreme Court's ruled that it was okay to violate the First Amendment because it's in the interest of national security. Now, I disagree with that, but regardless, even though the Supreme Court ruled, it caused damages. And there is significant precedent that when the government causes damages, that they pay, and they should. And furthermore, the Supremes didn't even talk about the economic damages in their ruling. They seem to be completely blind to it. I read the whole ruling. And so this is harm by ignorance that is not a defense. It's not a defense. They still caused harm. And when the government causes harm, they need to pay. You might be like, $1 trillion, that's a lot of money. Yeah, well, that's why the First Amendment is so sacred. You can't just mess with something like the First Amendment and not expect natural consequences. It's sacred for a reason, because it is the foundation of our entire nation. You mess with it, you crumble the foundation of our nation. Let's say, for example, this $1 trillion class action lawsuit involving every user of TikTok caused the federal government to liquidate. Well, without the First Amendment, we don't have a United States. We are the Constitution. It would be naturally just. And I would not apologize. And I say this as a proud American whose ancestors fought, lived, and were laid to rest for this Constitution. I've been personally harmed by this decision. Going back to the lockdowns, the federal government shuttered my business, damaged my business because of the lockdowns. But being stuck inside, I pulled myself up by my bootstraps, founded Optimum College and Studios, became the largest, most followed college on TikTok. Even though it was just me in my home office, I am an academic by trade. I'm a certified government academic by trade. But Optimum College is just something I founded out of my home office. And through all these connections I made, we started a VR studio. Our first VR game is now available in the MetaQuest store. And I think it has the potential to be $1 billion franchise, like Street Fighter or Mortal Kombat. And I don't see how that works, knock on wood, with TikTok being banned. The whole point was to push this and promote this to our 80,000 plus followers here. So there's one example of, that's 1/1000th of the $1 trillion damages caused. And there are millions of people like me. Where do I get this $1 trillion evaluation from? The way social networks are typically evaluated, it's per user. So TikTok has a $20 billion valuation for the Americans on the app, and that's just for the network, not for the algorithm. It's approximately $100 per user. And that is typical for social media evaluations. So each one of our followers is worth approximately $100. Now you add up all the followers of 7 million plus businesses, it's around $1 trillion, which makes sense. It makes sense. Imagine that the government were to demolish 7 million physical brick and mortar businesses in the United States. It would be about $1 trillion. And we happen to live in the internet age. If you're interested in this, I can do it. Someone else can do it. I'm just putting out ideas here. I can do this. I would file this. I would file this for us. I started a GoFundMe. If someone posts in the comments, if you want me to make another video about that, I would be asking for about $10,000. Not a lot. This isn't about the money. This is about, like I said, my ancestors fought, lived, and were laid to rest for this nation, for this Constitution. This is about more than money. This is not just about a dancing app. This is about 7 million businesses being damaged. And through the First Amendment, this is disgusting. This is absolutely unreal. And this is just only a few years after the lockdowns. It is not forgivable. This is not forgivable. It should be the largest lawsuit in world history with the largest damage amount awarded to as many TikTok people on this app as possible. You can reach me through Optimum College at any one of my socials. It's Optimum College on Instagram, on X, on YouTube. You can also go to the website, www.optimum.college.